Hello everybody and welcome once again. Here we are with another edition of Inside the Headset, and we are at week 2, game 3. And I'm with head coach Ron Aydelott. Coach, you played Saturday. I was at the game and filmed it and took on the Ballard Bruins, and now you've got a chance to talk a little bit about Ballard and talk about that game and talk about the Riverdale Warriors, and just take it away.
Well, I was a little bit surprised. I thought they were an awfully good football team that I saw on film. You know, maybe it was a little bit of us, and maybe it was a little bit of them. Playing down a little bit, but after grading the film, I was fairly pleased with what we did. I thought we did some good things.
All in all, as far as execution, I mean, the first half it was all Riverdale. It seemed like run and play was working well. You got some good pass plays in there. And then there was a couple of things that maybe didn't go so well, and that was special teams. And I'll let you comment on that.
Well, I thought we only one phase of our special team. We didn't punt the ball, so we can't
judge that.
We don't know how good or bad that might have been. We did miss 2 extra points, but played on collegiate goalposts, and one hit the goalpost, and one was awfully close. So maybe on high school goalposts we make both of those. We make at least one of them. The kickoff team, we didn't do a good job of covering down the field. I thought we covered, but I didn't think we broke down the tackle very well. So, and then the kickoff return, we only had one of those, and we returned that back, I think 39 yards. So we had a couple of 3 kickoffs, and obviously we got some kids that probably were playing tired and that type of thing. So we got to make some adjustments there, maybe get some people on the field that are fresh.
But they did have some speed on that side of the ball. I mean, that kid, I mean he wasn't slow coming down. I mean, both times he got a hold of it.
As I told people, I thought they were real athletic. I thought they were athletically a better football team than Brighton, and probably as athletic as anybody we had seen in the preseason, whatever. So they gave us some concerns, and that's one spot where they got some speed and space and exploited us a little bit.
Well, I thought the quarterback broke down just a little bit. I mean, the first series it seemed like he was going to give you something, and then as the game went on, it just seemed like he couldn't get all his 11 players to respond.
And I think maybe we had a little bit of something to do with that, putting a little pressure on him. Maybe he hadn't been under that type of pressure, and certain kids react a lot differently when you got pressure. And we were able to contain their good receiver. I think he had a few catches in a drive where we had some substitution going on, but for the most part we contained him, and he didn't kill us. So played the run. We throttled him down in the run. So the defense did, I thought, a very good job.
As far as the injuries, I didn't see any bangs and bruises. Other than that, it seemed like he got out of there okay.
A couple of shoulders that were, had them back in practice, since yesterday. So
yeah.
Anytime you can do that, get a big win like that, and get everybody healthy.
Get home. Get home.
Absolutely.
So this week we move into district play, 7 AAA. Talk a little bit about your opponent. You're going to take on the Bulldogs.
Well, Smyrna has always been a nemesis for Riverdale, and and for all 7 AAA. And obviously they've had a good run over there, and anytime you have to go to Smyrna, it's a tough place to play. So we'll have our hands full, and I don't know that it's the Smyrna team that we've seen the last few years, but Matt'll do a good job of having them ready to play, that's for sure.
What will we see out of them? What are they running right now?
Well, defensively they've shown a 50 look, or a 3-4 as some people call it, and offensively they've run some veer primarily out of the gun. So the thing that you have to think as you go into the game, they hadn't been successful the first 2 weeks, so they'll probably make some adjustments. So the 2 defenses we prepped for the last 2 weeks we haven't seen, so it could be another week where that's changed. I wouldn't count on it, because Matt's a good football coach is very seldom are going to change an entire scheme, but they may put a few twists to it and that type of thing. So we'll know relatively quick, but those are the things we've primarily prepped for.
Well, you did get a chance to get some of your 2s, 3s, and 4s into the game on. You got some different looks out of those kids. They were able to work out a little bit. Anything that comes to mind out of those kids?
Well, the same thing that we said last week. I thought maybe they made some strides, but they're still not to the point where we need them if something does happen, you know, we do have a breakdown or an injury in an area. So we need them to get better in a hurry, and anytime we get a chance to get them on the field, that's always good.
Anything else other than I thought your fans traveled well? I thought you know, you got that's a 3-hour trip, and then you've been on the road the last two, and heading into the third one.
It's been tough to be a Warrior fan, but they did travel, and I suspect we'll travel well to Smyrna, and then we get to come home for a few weeks, and that'll be good. So if we can take 3 road trips like we've taken and come out 3-0, we've got to be real pleased with that. And then that, you know, that's kind of sets us up, you know, and it puts us in the driver's seat to do the things that we have to do. We don't have to depend on other people. As long as you win, you don't have to depend on other people to do what you need to do.
Well, thanks a lot. I appreciate you spending some time with me, and we'll join up. So 7 o'clock Friday night, the Warriors will be going down to Smyrna and take on the Bulldogs. Y'all join up and be at that game.